Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 6 of our Confederate Summer 61 campaign in version of 1.09 using the A.O.M mod. Now, in last episode, actually, before we go any further than that, I did have 2 more viewer units requested, and they are now in Recruitment Command standing up at this point. Went too far. So we have the Appalachian Rifles for Kilroy, and they are going to be 1st Brigade of the 1st North Carolina Division, which is being sent to the Corps of the Kanawha. And we have the Desert Foxes, which is going to be the in the first Brigade of the 1st Texas Division, which is being sent out to the Western Department. So, if you're watching along and you would like a brigade in one of my armies, just please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state, uniforms, weapons, commanding officer, and I will oblige you on all counts if possible. Alright, moving on from there. So, last episode, you saw the Army of North Virginia was down here. We just fought a skirmish at Fredericksburg and a skirmish at Gordonsville. Now, I'm going to say this right off the bat. I did record an episode before this, but the recording was kind of messed up. And so was the game. I don't know why, but it got a bit glitchy. So, and that also messed up my recordings. So, didn't miss much. It was second fight at Fredericksburg and a second fight at Gordonsville. So, we have chased the Department of Ohio out of Eastern Virginia. We have chased the Army of Occupation out of Eastern Virginia. They're now up here somewhere. I actually had Jackson pursuing them all the way up here. And then the Army of Potomac moved the Corps of Potomac, their 1st Corps, down here into Fredericksburg. And I don't know why, but we got into a fight with the Army of Shenandoah up here. Not anywhere near the combat zone. These units right here are basically all within contact of each other. We initiated computer-initiated combat. I don't know who, why, or how. Against the Army of Potomac headquarters and the Army of Shenandoah, which is not part of the Army of Potomac. And when I got onto the battle map, it told me 23 hours. The Corps of Potomac was 23 hours away from the fight, because I do have them on scouting, so it takes longer for them to get to a fight. But when I opened up the map, they were on the field. So things got a little weird with the game, so I just decided to scratch that entire episode. Just to say I fought 2 battles that totaled both sides less than 300 casualties and was a large waste of time. So it's just better to scratch all that off the bat. But moving on from there, do want to do a core level organization explanation for you all. If you guys look at the comments from the last episode, there's a very large one that I pinned at the top. And just going to go into a short explanation of my core setup for you guys. Just for now, this is going to be this core setup right here. Forget about Jackson's Force right here, but this is my core setup for 62, for 61 and 62. This will change in 63. So right now, my corps is going to be set up with 4 infantry divisions, with 4 to 5 artillery batteries, a division of cavalry, a brigade of engineers is still being stood up for this army. And that'll be it. So it's a little larger than most people do. I know some people attach batteries to their divisions. I'm not. Outside of this division here, because this was a special request, that is something I don't do. I'm not a fan of doing that. Just a little... It adds more micromanagement than necessary having them down at that level. But my intent behind having the 4 divisions per corps is I'm always going to be outnumbered. And I'm always going to be short of maneuver units. The numbers I can deal with, the maneuver units, no. One of the biggest hassles of fighting these battles is the AI can always throw more units at you. So to alleviate the issue, I decided to go with a 4-division layout for the Confederacy playthrough, so that the divisions don't attrit out as fast as they normally would. So they'll have a little bit more staying power. And as I slowly get my armies, or all the rest of my corps, up to that strength, like Corps of Western Tennessee's only got the 2 divisions right now. It's got to get 2 more. Same with the Corps of Eastern Tennessee, needs 2 more. But the whole point of this being is my corps are going to eventually look like a standard corps with 3 infantry divisions, the artillery division, the cavalry division, and a brigade of engineers. They're going to look like this eventually, but not until 63. Once 63 rolls around, I should have enough numbers available where I can start forming 3rd Corps. And the 4th Infantry Division out of these larger corps are going to be broken off and sent to the 3rd Corps to form the basis of that new corps. So those 3rd Corps in 63, even though my corps will be smaller in the short term, I'll have more maneuver corps available to me. So, like Hood's division, and there's another division standing up for Jackson, but Hood's division and the 4th division for here will be broken off into a 3rd division for the Army of Northern, 3rd Corps for the Army of Northern Virginia, with 1 green division assigned to it, with some green artillery and green cavalry. But for the most part, it will have 2 divisions that should be crack units at that point, and I won't have to worry about that corps being unsupported. That's my reasoning behind it. So will there be green units in it? Yes, like the cavalry and whatnot. But like in this case, like I have the 5 batteries per division in these armies. I could break off these number 5 batteries and send them to form the basis of that new artillery division. So it kind of works out for me. So I'll have 2 experienced batteries in that corps also. So I'm not planning on any offensive operations until at least 63. Will I take attacks of opportunity? Oh, you damn well right I will. Anybody who's been following me for a while knows I will take any opportunity to bring the fight to the enemy. But for my 63 plans, my 61, 62 is really to main defensive. Outside of, like I said, taking Kentucky territory, taking Fort Pickens down here in Florida, turning this into a Confederate lake, I have no offensive plans whatsoever outside of attacks of opportunity. So I hope that explains to everybody why my corps kind of set up the way they are. So I believe that does cover everything. So I will pause this here, and I will be back when something happens. Alrighty, I do have a fight brewing up here. I got the Corps de Shenandoah moving on the 1st Corps of the Army of Potomac at Fredericksburg. And hopefully we'll be able to kick them out of there. They're retreating from that glitchy battle I told you about. So, Corps of Potomac is going to have to get into this fight, as I believe these 2 corps together will have equal strength to 1st Corps. Yeah, he's about 27,000 men. Corps of Shenandoah is still at 13,000. I have another division transferring to him, but they are not there yet. They're still 11 days away, and I wasn't willing to sit 11 days waiting to attack 1st Corps. Just in case they decide to send another army at me, like Department of Washington or something. I want to get these guys out of Fredericksburg. I guess that's as far as that Army headquarters retreated. Speed this up a bit. There we go. Oh, they are drawing in the Army of Shenandoah with them now. Okay. And I cut a bond. I didn't want to, but alright. So, the Union has 39,912 men, 730 cavalry, and 31 guns under command of Irvin McDowell. I'm going to have 31,989 infantry, 2,100 cavalry, and 35 guns on the field. So, I don't know why it shows Army of Northern Virginia is 26 hours away. They're right down here. But that's Lee's headquarters. He'll be on the field off the start to begin with. And the Corps of Potomac will be arriving in 6 hours. So I'm probably, it's 9 a.m. I may not start a combat on the first day until I consolidate my forces into one group. So, I'll be back after the loading screen. We'll take a look at this tactical map. Alright, here we are. 3rd Fredericksburg. And they are defending Prospect Hill. I want to see who the other 2 Union commanders are. Banks and Buell. So you got McDowell, Banks, and Buell. Right? If you're going to have 3 commanders, those are probably the 3 that you don't want on the field at the same time. So if they're defending Prospect Hill. So the Corps of Potomac will arrive along this road because that's the direction they are traveling from. So I'm going to move Jackson's command. I'm not going to attack them today. They may come out and attack me. I don't know. The AI, the A.O.M mod has really affected how the AI behaves. So I'm going to move Jackson's corps up onto these heights outside of Fredericksburg on the north of it. And they're just going to stay there for now until Beauregard's corps arrives on the field. And then I'll start scouting out their positions with my cavalry forces. So I'll be back. So the Federals have done something I've never seen them do before. They have actually seized my other entry point. I've never seen the AI do that before. I don't know if anybody else has, but I sure as hell haven't. And I've been playing this game a while. How far has that pushed back my other corps? Oh! Oh, I hope they decide not to attack me. They are now 20 hours away. They're not going to be here until tomorrow. Where they were 6 hours away, they are now 20. I could send my cavalry out to... And they have troops arriving in 8 hours from this direction. Crap. Because that is the direction of the army of the army of Shenandoah. So I'm going to send my cavalry to seize Orange Plank Road, which should speed up Beauregard's arrival. I'll send one back here to seize this one, and I'm going to send one here to seize this entry point, which should delay the arrival of that other corps. That's exactly what I'm going to do. All right, change of plans, boys. You are no longer scouting. You are seizing. Which I'm not too worried about. I got all day to get these guys to these positions. As it's still 10 a.m., these units should have no problem going and grabbing these points. I'm just losing my eyes temporarily. But I did move my force into town and took positions along the railroad cut. No, I don't want you to go. Damn it. Stop. I'm just trying to get them... never mind. Trying to get them a little more fronted on that railroad cut, but don't want to work. So, yeah. Cavalry's heading out. And if we can bring in Beauregard from this direction, that's fine by me. I would have preferred him coming along the Courthouse Road, because that would have put me behind his positions. But coming on the Orange Plank is just as good. Then my 2 corps be consolidated into one fist instead of 2 separate positions on the field. So we'll go with that. I will be back. Alrighty, it is 11 o'clock. I have seized the first point, so let's see if that speeds up Beauregard at all. He's now down to 7 hours of arrival. Oh no, that's the Army of Shenandoah. So he's at 7 hours. I've pushed the Army of Shenandoah back a little bit. And he's still at 19 hours, so that didn't speed him up at all. Doesn't seem like. Hopefully when these guys sees these other locations, that will help speed him up a little bit. And I'm not going to be able to sneak him down there to go grab that. And if they sees this, that means there's a unit there, and I don't want to send the cavalry into a possible ambush. No other points for me to go grab besides these two. Oh yeah, you start coming down this way. And I have a detachment of skirmishers right here. I'm trying to see what it looks like on Prospect Hill. And they still haven't seen anything. If they had entrenchments here, I would see them. Let's move them up a little further. If they're back here defending along here for some odd reason and not on the objective point, that's so much better for me, because then I can set up on these woods up here and let them come at me. If they're not here, I'm sending Jackson forward. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going forward. Because then I can just force them to attack me. Because if that happens, what that'll do, if they turn their army to come at me on Prospect Hill, they are turning their ass in the air to Beauregard's corps when it arrives on the field. So please tell me these guys are not here. But I'm not going to make you guys wait to see what's going on. I will be back. Alright, I could have left the plan a little longer. I don't see any Federals out here. I don't hear them. My skirmishers don't see them. They're so far away from the home units, they're ready to break. Give them a detach order. So I'm moving Jackson forward to seize that ground. So actually what we will do is form up along the railroad embankment. We can sit just off the objective and snipe away at them if necessary. Look at that beautiful firing position. I'm going to lose that beautiful firing position because of this. Move these guys over here. I think the last time I fought a battle here, that was probably the best spot for my artillery. We are taking this objective. How are we looking over here? Alright, my other two cavalry brigades are almost in position. He's still waiting for his orders. He's a long way from his division commander. He's all the way up here. Alright, I will be back while these guys get into position. Alrighty, I guess I just didn't give it enough time to, these guys are still moving, we just started, to let this capture sink in. That Army of Shenandoah is now, oh, we did seize this, I didn't notice that. They're now 23 hours away. So they're now pushed off until tomorrow. So things are looking even better and better. When he seizes this point, we'll see how much further that pushes them back. So, because I don't believe they're over here, I'm sending this cavalry brigade. Because I don't have anybody scouting. I hope they'll get a change of orders and reroute. down to this position. I'm hoping they are not down here. I'm really hoping they are back here. So we are just moving around as quickly as we can. If I can keep the Army of Shenandoah from arriving on the field, so much the better. It won't be an even fight anymore. So I'll be back. So I have accidentally run into the Union Army. They tucked into this corner back here. Well away from me. I guess they were waiting for the other corps to arrive. Now this cavalry's going to get seen off. That's the 2nd Virginia. They were not going to survive this. Unless they don't shoot back. Which doesn't look like they're doing. Oh, they can sit there and keep shooting. And these guys have sharp carbine too, so they're probably just outranging them. Which is funny. I had enough sharp carbines in my stocks to issue a few out, but not many. So if they're down there, I'm definitely seizing this point. And that will be the only point. Then they have this point too, so I'll grab that while I'm at it. And I'll leave them with the 1 point for their other corps to arrive in on. And I will start moving my forces in this direction once I have those points seized. And that will give me an excellent opportunity because they're going to have to advance. And I'm hoping that allows me the opportunity to set up along here in these woods and let them come at me. They got to come across this field, get stuck on this water here. I will take that. The ground's not that great, but it's better than my initial plan. So if I can just ring them in here and force them to come at me, it'll be an easily won fight. So I'll be back. Alright, slight change of plans. I didn't notice the time of day. It's already past 1400 or 2 p.m. if you don't understand 24-hour clock. So I'm not going to advance as far as I was planning on advancing. I'm moving Corps Shenandoah. 2nd Division here with their 4 brigades. I don't know why it's showing these two blobbed up. I'm going to move the 1st Division along here into a defensive line blocking this road. Because they have to come at me along this one. They could go this way and out this way, but I don't believe they will. And I'm moving to seize their last 2 entry points to delay the 2nd Corps' arrival as long as possible. So since they are here, I'm just going to make them fight for every inch of this terrain. And hopefully cause as many casualties as I can. So I'll probably be back with the start of day 2. Alright, I found a lone battery out here. I think they're just kind of stuck. Because I think their army was formed up here and they marched them over here to corner up. And they left this battery here. Now, this brigade didn't take any losses in that little fight they had over here. Because I did pull them out. And they had them outranged. But I'm going to dismount them and see if I can't remove this battery from the fight. Even with them being nervous, because they are way away, a long distance from their division commander. Why is he over there? Oh, that's right. I seized Bowling Green entry point. That's right. He's following around that brigade. So, time to bring him up a little closer. Start consolidating my cavalry again. Let's see if we can't go remove these guys. Can we even get to them? Oh, and they broke. Kind of saw that happening. All right. They were already nervous and getting ready to go, so it was inevitable. Is that battery chasing them? Or they might be moving back down to seize that entry point. So I'm going to go prevent that in my other cavalry brigades, and I will be back. Like I said, 16:20 now. There won't be any more action today except for me going after this battery. So I'll come back with day 2 start. Never mind. It looks like I kicked these boys into action. He is marching down the road at me. I was really hoping to have some defensive positions set up before that happened. So I'm going to put the cavalry out in this farmland here, just as a blocking force, in case they try to get on my flank. I don't see them doing it, but it's a possibility. You guys in that further one. So the A.O.M mod has really changed how long it takes for orders to get issued out. Let's move these guys forward onto this higher ground. So these guys may just end up marching straight at us while waiting for orders to stop. Keeping those wood lines there. They're good where they are. So it looks like this fight might end today. Nah, it's 1700. That's not going to happen. Sun's going down. You can see it. Tell you what, when it came to doing the skies, they did some nice artwork with it. It looks like he's stopping dead. Oh, their army commander's right there. See how long it takes orders to go out. The division commander's right here, and that took a lot longer than it would with the with the base game. Gray uniforms. It's either the Jersey Militia or Connecticut. And it looks like their cavalry's coming out from mine. That's fine. I highly doubt theirs is armed with sharps. Yeah, they're on the leeward side of the hill here. I want them a little bit more forward to get that better firing arc. Let's give rally orders to everybody. These guys are going to stay down here just in case they want to come up through this wetland there. It's going to take forever for my artillery to get up here. Where are they? Yeah, back there still. And I didn't order them forward. Let's limber up. You don't order them to limber. It takes forever for them to move. Alright, look like he's fleshing out a little bit. There's my other cavalry brigade. Back here. Alright. He'll be back for tomorrow. Gonna need him. have 27,000 to my 13, so it's about 2 to 1 odds. I really got to do a lot of damage to these guys. And you guys halt. Send that brigade out there. Double time. Come on, your division command's right here. Give him the goddamn halt orders. You're in bugle range. And you guys halt. You guys swing over to there. I don't know why he hasn't given those halt orders yet. Trying to throw some whiskey in the coffee. Probably put some whiskey in the mug. Just right. Are you guys going to come at me before nightfall? Because I do not have... Yeah, they come. Start firing any time, boys. Our cavalry's backing away from that infantry. Jackson's brigade and Elzey's brigade. Should be short and sweet. And AI can move their artillery faster than I can. Just halt. Alright, first brigade's breaking. It's an uncoordinated attack again. It is Buell, McDowell, and Banks. It is not doing too hot. I'll rally your boys. Shows stable, but I don't know. There's another brigade. Good. Boys, dismount. Get up on the fence. They're coming up unsupported. There's another brigade down the road. And he's feuding. He might just charge right in. Okay, they're fully broken, so... This artillery's unsupported on the flank, so we're going to push up on it. This blobbing stuff you see, that's a memory issue. As soon as we go to day 2 break, I'm going to do a hard save and close out and restart. It's always kind of a good idea with the battle, just because of the amount of memory that's used. Because I've had these units marching all over the damn field today. Go get that battery. Give me them guns. Get the whole brigade firing. And they just put themselves in a crossfire. You guys go get those guns. I gotta give lay down orders from the Division or Corps Commander. It's gotta come from the Corps Commander, damn it. Let's lay these guys down for now. Oh, they're not unsupported. They are not unsupported. Oh, you boys get back. What the hell's going on with that? You guys get back here. Need my guns up here. Where are they? Alright, they're moving. I had to wait for those orders to arrive. Now I just gotta remember to unlimber them when they arrive. About 2-to-1 on the casualties right now. Only because we're fighting in the open and really shouldn't have been. So I didn't think they were going to push forward to meet me. But once I took that objective point, it was basically a foregone conclusion. You know what, Statesboro? This is probably a bad idea, but go hit that battery. That cavalry and infantry turns to meet them. I could send this cavalry forward to hit them in the flank. And if you can hear snoring in the background, once again, that's my pity. Just snoozing away. Let's take a look at arrival times now. Okay, their army of Shenandoah is still 16 hours away. And my Corps of Potomac is 12, so it's a race against time. I'm just hoping to snatch this artillery away from them. One less battery firing at me is one less battery firing at me. Yeah, they do it. I knew they were going to do it. You poor dumb fools. Go get them, boys. And now they're coming forward in the general advance, it looks like. Nice. Turning into a good fight. And these guys got sharp, so they're going to make short work of these boys. Look at them drop. You only got 35 men here, so that's only 1 or 2 guns in that Rhode Island battery. Casualties. That battery's gone. Good. Turn to meat. Those boys in the flank. Might have been a bad idea, it looks like. Go out too. I don't know why these guys are going back up and around like that. They are presenting a flank to me, so I will take that. Now, why the hell did they break? I think they're just too far away from their division commander. Alright, let's halt you boys. Get back in the woods. Fall back to the wood line. You guys obeyed orders. Get the hell out of there. I can win on this flank, I can take this flank too. Advance on that brigade, break them. I gave you guys fallback orders, goddamn follow them. Back into the wood line. You guys advance and hit them. I don't know what the hell's going on with this alignment stuff. Really starting to piss me off. Their flank is no longer. It was turned. at their asses to you. Go get them. There we go. Break these brigades. I'm basically just giving everybody sharpshooter for this playthrough. Except for the quarter cannon wall, which I did give. There we go. Yep, and there's the end of the day. And, okay. I thought it froze for a second there. Alright, Beauregard has arrived. Where are you? All the way back there. Nice. They should have came in at one of these points here. I guess when they took the courthouse road, the AI shifted their approach paths around that way. How long before the other Union Corps arrives? 4 hours. Might have this finished by then, might not. Put these guys out on the road for the most part. I'm going to have them coming right up here along Telegraph Road. Yeah, cavalry is reformed. So let's dismount them. Statesboro, we're going to put you right there on the fence line. The hell is going on there? Alright, this is definitely a memory thing. You guys are right there in those woods. You guys in these woods. You guys can leave here for the most part. Let's bring up these batteries. No real good firing angles, it looks like. Come on, fire at will. I'm going to do a hard save here, reload, and get this day kicked off. Alrighty, doing that hard save and restarting seems to solve some of the issues. You do use a lot of memory up with these actions. So I have my forces a little more spread out than I would like. And I probably should fall back to buy me some time for these units to come up. You know what? I can deploy them across the river. Why the hell do I have them back there? I'm not even going to bother bringing that artillery up. It'll take forever for them to get there. Alright, let's get this party started. Let me look back here first before I start doing anything else. These guys are starting right on top of me, basically. They are pushing in this attack. Let's pause this, start issuing orders. Stewart first, get his cavalry up. You know what, let's play a little doing this. That's a little more realistic. Not that good for me, but more realistic. I just need these guys getting up here. So I'm not even going to... might as well order up the artillery. You know the corps commander's going to hang out back there with them if I don't. The hell's that cavalry regiment thinking? There's one brigade. Finish off this one, so we start turning to hit another. They only got 95 men left. They shouldn't even be standing. There they go. Advance you into supporting distance. Having this artillery here should be a big help on keeping these flank units at bay. Need the whole brigade firing. Just advance. Oh, they're about to run away now. Should be all she wrote. My casualties are a little higher than theirs, not by much. Damn you, I told you to get out there and shoot them. You guys go there. I'll break that brigade. Because they're ready to go. I just need to give them a little bit of a push. Yep. Is that it? They're going to start withdrawing? Not yet. And yes, these guys are armed with musketoons. You can actually arm the infantry in A.O.M. mod with musketoons. They have them because they have a slightly better range than the reborns do. And they're falling back. That's all she wrote. Not even a full hour into the day. Grab that battery. I want those guns. I hate it when they blob up like that. It's annoying as hell. Can I push their casualties up? It's at 15. I don't think so. guys mount up. I just want to try and grab their artillery because they're easy marks when they are retreating. Yeah, that brigade's marching fast. Right, turn on that artillery right there. There they go. Let's do another hard save right here, just in case we have that glitch, because I do want to take a look at the casualty outputs. What the hell just happened? I go to save and it closes out. Are you goddamn kidding me? Alright. Let me cut this until the loading screen's over. Alright, sorry about that. I really don't know what happened there. Alright, so a little bloodier than I would have liked, but for taking on 2-to-1 odds with that one core, not so bad. So McDowell lost 5,500 of his 32,000 infantry, 200 of his 350 cavalry, 15 of his 35 guns, for total casualties of 5,900 of his 32,000. My infantry took a bit of a beating. We lost 2,782 of my 31,968. The number's that high because of Beauregard showing up in the field. That number's more like 17,000, so that's a big hit to Jackson's corps. We lost 471 of our cavalrymen, basically a full regiment's worth. None of our guns, for a total of 3,258. So once more, I got a little aggressive, but when the enemy leaves you an opportunity to grab an objective because they're not defending it, you got to take it. And I thought I would do better defending that open field than I did. So I'll be back after the loading screen. Alright, victory at 3rd Fredericksburg. So the enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 5,867 men. There were 515 killed, 1,461 captured. Our casualties total 3,253 men, with 368 killed, 692 missing, and the rest wounded. We have captured 2,917 rifles and 5 guns from the field. 1,212 enemy soldiers have been taken to down to Andersonville. Had to think of the name for a second. Don't know why. How many men we got shoved into there now? Almost 4,500 of the 72 that we can hold. Alright. So let's hit play here. Let this battle roll off on the strategic map. So we have now cleared the Union out of our rear areas for the most part. And once the Corps Kanawha's other division is... It's October. I want to go push the Department of Ohio out of Western Virginia, but... Winter months in the mountains of West Virginia, that ain't going to be fun. Speed this up a bit so it can roll forward. Okay, Diplomacy 1 is done. Don't have as big of a manpower issue right now, so we're just going to roll straight into Diplomacy 2. And then after we get Diplomacy 3, if money and manpower... Money's still not an issue, but manpower will be. We'll be going straight to Military 2 so I can start on the Conscription Act, but I do need to get the Confederate intervention in Mexico as quickly as possible. There they go. Alright, let's pause this here. It's now the 22nd of October. It's taking us a few episodes to get out of October. So, I'm going to have one more episode for the October month in game, not for, real life month of October. We're going to have quite a few episodes for that. See here, so we now have the Union, except for the Department of Ohio, fully pushed out of Virginia. So, I'm going to move Jackson back up to Winchester. Put the Corps of Potomac back up at Manassas Junction. Now let me select Lee. There we go. And we'll put Lee back here kind of in between the two to keep them in communication. Hopefully that will be it for a little bit, as we've pushed off all of these armies within the last month. In case the Army shouldn't have known, we've done it twice to them. So I'm hoping they sit quiet for at least a few days while my armies reform and treat their wounded. And also give me enough time to get those other divisions into their forces, especially the Corps of Shenandoah. They now need those troops. They're basically down a full regiment of cavalry and casualties and a full brigade. Why is it showing 2 sieges? Oh! When the hell did this happen? I did not see this come across on my dispatch. Okay, it happened at the close of the fight, because it's the last thing that's on my map there. How's this looking for us? Shows it in our favor. So if this stays in our favor, I'm going to let this roll on. These guys just marched straight into us. What the hell? The Army of Southwest Missouri and the Army of Missouri. That's the First Corps of the Army of Missouri. So they have us heavily outnumbered here. Yeah, they got 30,000 men here to my 12,000. And my 8,300 cavalry, i.e. mounted rifles. We do have more guns than them. I'm going to let this play out for a little bit. I may shift one of the corps from the Army of Tennessee over there to help. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift the Corps of Eastern Tennessee. Leave the Corps of Western Tennessee where it is. These guys should be able to get there by river. But it's not showing the movement. There it is. Yeah, they can travel all the way there by river. They'll get there fastest, because they're on the river already. And they'll have those orders in about 7 hours. And this will also break off their first battle modifier. You know what? I'm sending everybody. I know I'm unmasking Tennessee, but it will allow me to get rid of the first battle modifier for that army. So there'll be a little more experience in whatever the Union throws at me over here. Alright. Just got to remember that I'm doing that when I open the next episode and go, oh, what the hell am I doing? Where the fuck are you boys going? Now let's look at our recruitment command real fast, see if anybody is ready to go out to their commands. Okay, North Carolina Division's ready to go, so you guys are going to the Corps of Kanawha. I'll give them 3 of their 4 divisions, and that will take them 13 days to transfer there. Okay, Maryland engineers are ready to go. They are going to the Corps of the Potomac. And the Virginia engineers, and they are going to Jackson. And I accidentally formed the Georgia division in the Western Recruitment Command. So that will give him his 4 infantry divisions, so his corps will be up to strength. It'll take a month for those Georgians to arrive. So I think he actually has both Georgia divisions. Yep, he has both Georgia divisions. All right. And the Texas division is ready to go. You guys are going to go join Longstreet. So he now has his 4 divisions. I just need to raise an engineer for him. I think I might have done that. Yeah, no, they're still recruiting. And I raised up 2 Mississippians. Who did I raise them for? I think I might have raised them for one of the Tennessee armies. A little odd. I gotta figure out who I raised those boys for. Unless I went to raise a whole division and just didn't finish it. I'll figure that out. No point in dragging you boys along for that ride. Alrighty, I believe we'll call it an episode here. So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, and you've not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so you're alerted when the next videos come out. If you've been following along in the series and enjoying the content, please remember to hit that like button. Help me break through that YouTube algorithm. Also, comments, the good, the bad, the ugly, keep them coming. I really do enjoy reading a lot of them. Also, once again, if you'd like a unit in one of my armies, please let me know. Type of unit, what state it's from, uniforms, weapons, and officers, and I will oblige you on all counts if possible. And I will see you all at the next episode on Friday.